If you feel like you could live a more fulfilled life, I would implement Elon Musk's 5-step process he uses to engineer and design his rockets. About a month ago, I had a really transformative event happen. It was the birth of my son. The birth was beautiful, my son is beautiful and healthy, but there was something pissing me off right after, and that was that I was working too much. I got my content creation going, I have my video editing business, I'm trying to go to the gym 6 times a week. So at the end of the day, there wasn't really a lot of time left for my family. There wasn't a lot of time left until I implemented this 5-step process in my personal life. Going through this 5-step process has allowed me to free up around 30 to 50% of my time whilst getting the same results. And this is why I want to share it with you, because with the new free acquired time you're going to have and with the bomb results you have in personal life and business, you can use that time for the stuff that truly matters. I use it for my family. Elon's goal with his design process is to make it as time and cost efficient as possible. And he does that by going through this exact 5-step process he uses over and over to make all of his businesses pop off and be revolutionary in their industry. Simplifying the desired result, deleting parts and processes, optimizing the processes. 4th is accelerate the cycle time. And 5th is automate. And I guarantee you it's gonna save you a lot of your time you can use to do the stuff that truly matters to you. But explaining how you can do this is a bit dry, which is why I want you to stick to the end of the video, because I guarantee you, if you implement this, and you can implement this right now after watching the video, you're gonna have a huge transformation in your business or your personal life. Just before using the 5-step process, my business was all over the place. I'm getting into content creation, as I mentioned, and I was doing everything I could possibly do to get the desired result of growing an audience and attracting qualified leads from them for my mentoring program. So I was doing short form content, specifically short form content. I was writing newsletter articles. I was building funnels. I was doing the long form content on YouTube. I was outreaching through DMs on Instagram. I was doing everything I could be possibly doing to get this business running. That was simply because Red Pill culture had this enforcing me to push, do everything you can to make it work. But after the birth of my son, I sat down and thought to myself, why am I actually doing all this stuff? What is my goal? Why am I writing newsletter articles? Why am I doing the short form content? I did step 1 by myself. It was simplifying the desired result, because I don't actually need a newsletter article, newsletter subscribers and all this stuff. What I need is growing an audience, and from that attracting qualified leads for my mentoring program. That allowed me to go through step 2, which is deleting. I have to say, usually you should do this consciously, but through the birth of my son, it just happened to me. I took 2 weeks off entirely. I didn't do nothing for 2 weeks to spend present time with my partner and my son, to be there for them. And you can imagine, my business stopped working. I stopped making YouTube. I basically did nothing. So I didn't get any results. I didn't grow an audience. I didn't get qualified leads. None of it. But with the desired result in mind and less time available from now on, I came up with the things that I actually needed, with the needle mover activities in my content creation business. I'm not writing newsletter articles anymore. I'm not doing DM outreach anymore. I'm not building funnels, because I have realized the highest leverage, the most efficient thing I can do is creating content on YouTube, such as the one you see right now, and just make the content, funnel people into my Instagram DMs and get qualified leads from that. I basically cut out all the things that are not needed, and I'm left with 90% of the results as I had before, but I just need around 50% of the time I needed before. And that basically was step 2, deleting steps out of your current process. Now, just then, after deleting stuff and being left with the essentials, this is the exciting time where you start optimizing. optimizing. I have in mind I want to make YouTube content and get qualified lead from it, and I'm basically optimizing my YouTube growth. I have built a system by making 2 value videos a week, such as this one where I speak to the camera, and 1 vlog a week. So it's 3 videos a week I'm publishing, and I funnel people into my Instagram DMs and get qualified leads from that. I can optimize the system now by filming the 2 value videos at once. I'm gonna film a second video right after. I'm gonna edit both of the videos at once. This is optimizing the process. And I can accelerate the cycle time, which is step 4. Getting quicker and better at editing, getting quicker and better at writing the scripts. This is all the stuff which is already step 4, which I'm currently doing. I'm basically working on getting this process done as quickly as possible so I can go to step 5, which is automating. I have all these processes then that I need to do to get my system running, and I can outsource parts of it. I could potentially outsource the video editing, which would be automating. And that's basically the 5-step process. As I mentioned, it is really powerful. I mean, Elon Musk uses it to revolutionize all the industries he's in with his 7 businesses. And I suggest you doing the same by sitting with yourself now and thinking about how could you simplify your desired result. If you want to build a certain business, what is the one thing your business needs right now? Is it leads? Is it attention through social media? Because most of the time we are all over the place trying to figure out everything at once, even though there's just the one thing we should be focusing on. And if you manage to simplify your desired result, you can very easily delete processes out of your current system that are not really needed. I mean, they have this tiny impact, and we are tempted to use free time on those tiny things that have this tiny impact. But to be honest, I have found it's not worth it. I have found the nicest thing you can do is do the high leverage activities only and use the rest of the free time for yourself so you can enjoy the journey. You can spend time with family, with friends, that's totally up to you. I use that free time for my family, but yeah, that's totally up to you. Now, if you feel lost on your journey of creating this life that is balanced and fulfilled, you can send me a DM on Instagram and we will do a call where we together are going to map out your 5 steps you can implement into your life so that you can live a more fulfilled life. That was it with this video. Let's grow. Your Pharrell. Peace.